Mr. The Unlikely's Adventures in Bootyland ACOLLAB. So I was 3 knuckles deep in, wait, wrong part of the story. Once upon a time, I was gay. Or not. Maybe. I was at home, having my bowl, not cereal, but weed, when suddenly, July. That was many years ago, and many lives were lost during that time. But the murders finally ended after the Earth was destroyed by the Negro Omicron. We lived in the underground dance clubs of New Jersey for 30 years after the event. And before our tens had overtaken us, the radiation clouds disappeared. Oh my God, lucky. While we were underground, we spent most of our time playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Only the most pro of bro were able to play. The rest were forced to watch Cooking Mama Let's Plays. Jason Voorhees was my neighbor, but amazingly, he was not the serial killer. He was the adopted son of Chuck Green and Frank West while they were in a domestic partnership. In New Jersey, I went to HNNNNNNNNNNNG Memorial Preschool, where I met my true love, Anus McGee. Anus was, and still is, beautiful. Emphasis on booty. One time at band camp, me and Anus were hanging out on this rock when Sir Mix-a-Lot came up to us and tried to get a piece of that ass. At school, we were instructed to worship Mr. God Jesus, who would eventually save us all. Many zealots who worshipped the cosmic owl tried to burn down our schools, and that just went too far. I was only 0.05 centuries old at the time, but I was ready to join the army. I lost both of my wing uses 5 minutes into battle. Anus took care of me during the war, and made sure my bowels were flushed 3 times a day. It was true love. True love was soon broken apart when I was shipped back off to war on my elephant, named Jamie. Chuck, I'm going to miss you so much. Anus yelled as I walked out of the military hospital. I would miss her too, but I kept my mouth shut in case I got all emotional and started crying liquid nails because I'm an American. Hand over the bomb, Stalin, yelled the heroic American hero, Tiger Woods. Make me, said Stalin. Tiger realized that he was out of options, so he tried to stall by shooting himself in the face. Stalin hadn't expected this, and he lowered his guard. Tiger Woods saw his golden opportunity and put Stalin in a master lock. Stalin farted in surprise and melted in a puddle of Stalin juice. Tiger put the Stalin juice into a vial and gave an American victory howl. Oh, 000 program. 1. Then he declared to his comrades, "This is the final ingredient to my world domination potion." I was but a young chap at the time of Tiger's defeat of Stalin, but his victory inspired me to be the best. Like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I was also a Pokemon fan. During my battles in New Jersey, I made sure to give it my all. 110%. Plus tax. Everyone I wounded in battle, I would drag back to my lair as war trophies. I polished them every day. Now I'm not just an average chode with no friends, I'm Chuck. Not Norris or Green, just Chuck. No last name. My dad's name was Harold. He also had no last name. My mother, now, is the Queen of England. She is a sexy beast. LAX bro Jimmy sent out SNOORRRRLAAAXXX. I'll stoop you Tiger with my mid-calves. Foolish boy, replied Tiger, I only had one weakness. He quickly snorted the Stalin powder. But not anymore. Because I learned how to overcome that weakness when Michael Jackson gave me the magic turnip. I knew then that the only way to redeem myself was to take over the world, and now I need only one more ingredient, NPLZ. Stop flaming KTHXBAI Raven, you the best, except you took my fucking sweater or some easily replaceable bullshit like that, so now I hate you forever. But Riley knew that Sayawoon is THUGNIFICENT. 1. And that had been my only weakness, and now it is again. Alex's dad burst in and yelled, "What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers?" BC, he had a headache. No, my only weakness at Tiger died, but Stalin's soul lives on, and every Christmas Eve he jumps down your chimney and beats the living hell out of you. Sup, nigga? I asked my brother from Inotha Motha Sonichu. Sonichu replied, "Yeeeeeeh Chuck WUZ good in the hood, man." I then kicked him in his non-existent balls and ran off. Little did I know that this move wouldn't change my life forever. One day, my best friend, Right Side Fred, invited me to play for his hockey team in the Meet Tiger Woods Invitational Hockey match. Tiger Woods was my hero. I watched every episode of his amazing adventures, and couldn't wait to see what happened next time on the show. I accepted the invitation, and went to go play for Wright's team. It was dark in the stadium, and then the janitor turned the lights on. It was really bright now. I put on my hockey gear made of pure essence of innocent baby, and skated off. I was to do the first face-off. However, right when the whistle was blown, I got into a fight with none other than Sonichu. He ripped off his skate and slashed me with the blade, and oddly cold blood poured out all over everywhere. Lol. Then I cup-checked him with my stick. Turns out he wasn't wearing a cup, and he screamed, "Oh no way, man, I'm never gonna have kids." Then he burst into flames, turned into a pile of ash, and we won by default. Finally, I would meet my hero. Play as Jimmy Neutron in Madden 99. Tiger looked down at me, his height a whopping 666 kilograms tall. He did not seem to enjoy my victory over Sonichu. I must have been high at the time, but I swear I saw a single tear on Tiger's face. But that's impossible. Tiger has no sense of sadness. "So, you're the winner?" said Tiger with the most epic voice ever. "I've seen better New Jersey kids in Florida. What makes you think you have the right to be in my field of view?" I understood clearly, and stabbed his eyes. He did not want to see me, so I got rid of his eyes. Tigers fans didn't seem to enjoy this, and chased me out of the stadium, calling me mean names and screaming, "Get back here, little boy, this part is for the men." I hid in Ana's house for the next few weeks. She was one of the more piss-poor people in New Jersey. Her mother worked in the dog-kicking factory, while her dad simply did work. Never really understood. And Anus made sure to keep the Jersey Exploration Ruckersville cop system, or jerks, away from me, in exchange for rubbing hot cheese on her dog when he talked back. I held back the urge to stick my tongue in her socks, but if I did she could throw me out on the streets. If the jerks didn't find me on the streets, the hobos would.